我说你各个少数民族家庭里边，你找到哪一家像俺女儿这个样子，帮你干家务活的？他也承认。
Mr. Cao then tried to talk Anwar out of drinking so much.
这些爱女儿的后来也不喝酒了，这是很注意这个事，所以后来这都适合这市里5号家庭。
Mr. Cao also spent a lot of time helping Anwar with his teaching tasks. At first, Anwar was quite nervous about teaching, and before each class he would come to Mr. Cao to do a trial teaching. Mr. Cao also helped him revise his teaching outlines page by page, without overlooking even punctuation errors. Anwar is now the first Uyghur professor at Sheheze University, also serving as Deputy Secretary of the CPC Committee of Agricultural College. But he still sits in Mr. Cao's classes as kind of a habit.
Men talashıdan qandaq adam bo'lish, qandaq ish qilish, qandaq tajriba tadqiq qilishni uningdan o'rgandim.
我2个孩子，他们都不在身边，哎，女儿那真是做到我孩子做不到的，起码有10年以上的过生日，都是在他家过的。
Today's party is getting into full swing. Anwar and his family start their traditional meshrep dancing with the students who cannot return home for the holiday because they are far away from home. Anwar has relayed to his students the love he has received from Mr. Cao.
Mehr muhabbet da tar manlik emas. Çaloşuning menga bergan mehr muhabbati odatdagi chak chigirdan olqib ketgan bir xil alayida mehr muhabbet.
In Sheheze, an emerging city in Xinjiang, there are many places popularly used for meshrep dancing, a traditional Uyghur folk art which sometimes attracts as many as 20,000 people. When evening falls and music starts, folks cheerfully begin to dance. In this city, almost every evening is full of joy. Mr. Fenn, who has launched and organized this happy gathering, comes here almost every evening. Over the past few years, he has witnessed the growth of the dancing group from dozens to hundreds of dancers and numerous touching stories happening on this square. The story of Rahim and his dancing student Chen Wei Hong is one that has impressed him. Rahim and Chen usually come a little later than other students, but they become the focus of attention the moment they start dancing. This square means a lot to them, as they met here for the first time 5 years ago.
O 2007 yıl 4. ayda Şihan'da kirip ta hazırlıksız usul oynavatım ben. Şihan'da Uygurca usul kızgılar, adamın bek nurgun, benim usulum yarab kılıp usul öğrenmek için mendim.
初次见到老师的时候，就从他的外表和穿戴来看，好像感觉他的家境也不是那么很好，但是就是舞跳得好，就有点一定要跟他学的那种冲动。
Rahim was almost broke when he first arrived in Shihezi, and the Meshrep Square became his only performing stage to show his dancing talent. Encouraged and supported by his dancing friends, he started his own dance class. But language became a barrier to his communication with the students.
刚开始跟他学的时候，他的汉语水平很差的。我就找来一些书呀，本子呀，就给他在书上找一些简单的字，让他看这个是什么字。有些他实在不懂的地方，我就用动作来给他表达一下。这么几年下来，他的汉语提高了很多。
A friend in need is a friend indeed. The friendship between Rahim and his students has extended way beyond the Meshrep Dancing Square.
新疆这个地方嘛，就是一到冬天就特别冷，老师就要面临着找场地。老师那时候经济方面也困难嘛，最后我们学生也就把房租先暂时给他垫上，然后把这一个冬天就给交过来了。
After 5 years of mutual support, the teacher and his students have become more like a family. In the public dancing, we see dancers from different ethnic backgrounds doing different styles, but they all trust and support each other, sharing a common enjoyment in life.
Anhan izin saygasnaran urvadır sımlardı. İle doğunyada harçar hocun şenendi verler. Şacına simvoluk çıkmongul düğüdlen şin çıtavit niret. Ben neyemizin ayın hem doğarcıl kısım berine izleyen oyan han yegen üzet beni şincilet et an. Nomu muştuk, nomu çeycildik, bazır balıksınaz kolu, yemesi et, çajına sorğulu olaqla erigdep sen bolna gede edindi deyed ense türsün seken balığın ta deyed çajig ve ulla dişsin bolna. Arandada arun zurgan dolan geliyor gene. O da tüm nam vaskin ergümcü, narı tüm ergümcer değil. Çitken çinne gar diyen olda yoktu da değil. Yomna dürsün dedi cehan bal. Kambasın çölerler. O da elde namur hamı kergen bervilceyle. O da hamı kergeyi kerat sugun biteceksin valna. O da gengelin melde da. Yova da anter uygun kağır kadevi şingen kerat. Eftildi o da biteceksin valna.
那我们大家呢，现在正面看到的呢就是黄庙了。那黄庙是我们新疆境内最大的藏传佛教寺庙，是自治区文物保护单位，是图尔扈特部落格鲁派的一座寺院。我叫罗桑丹巴。我从小也喜欢这个喇嘛呀，这些僧人。我们家族原本也有好多喇嘛，我是我们家里面最小的，然后就是我父母就让我选择出家了。在寺庙里的话，就是每天早晨都很早起来背经书，给师傅帮忙，还有学会洗碗，还有做饭那些之类都要。早上起来了，然后就到那寺庙里面去念经啊。那个点那所有灯的时候，那些当地那些信徒，他们来拜佛的，他们就点他们的灯。那佛是什么意思呢？就是觉心觉悟圆满的意思，也就是觉悟者的意思。
He was a lonely young man from a poor family, but thanks to the unique craft inherited from his grandfather, he was able to start a happy life with his beloved wife, and became known as Mr. Musical Instruments. This is Xinjiang International Grand Bazaar, the busiest place in Urumqi. Kiet Imin comes to deliver his newly made instruments to the shoppers who have made an order. While his refined works of art have been sold abroad, Imin has been to no farther than Urumqi. skills in making musical instruments. One day, when Emin was looking after a fish pond for a friend, he felt a little bored and began to sing a love song, Toksu Sanam, while playing his self-made instrument dutar. His singing captivated the heart of a young woman in a nearby orchard and brought her not only in front of him, but also into his life. The newly found love motivated Emin to work harder. Peddling his self-made musical instruments across the village, he started to develop his reputation as Mr. Musical Instruments. Now that his wife and daughter have made his life happier, and making musical instruments has brought him professional success, Emin smiles and talks more. Heritage, he simply takes it as his duty. As evening approaches, a Meshrep event is about to start. Emin brings his self-made dutar to join the villagers who joyfully start to perform the traditional Kucheyan music and dancing. Preserving the craft inherited from his grandfather and staying with his family in Jay village, this probably is the happy life Hayat Emin really wants.
Nereden çıktın babam sen nereden çıktın? Korkmamdın. Daha çıkırsan kapatsan kapatsan. Çık bakar
On the Korban festival, Mom takes Aisha's hand on their way to his grandparents' tomb. When he was a smaller child, it was his grandparents that always took his hands. Aisha's biggest wish is to grow up quickly. As an adult, he would be able to pray in the mosque like his father and tell his grandparents that he is a grown-up man now, able to help his family slaughter sheep for the Korban festival. But he is still a little boy and has only the meek lambs to play with. Aisha finds a peaceful mind only by holding his parents' hands. For fear of separation from his parents, he only stay in kindergarten for one day.
他3岁半时候就想着把他送到幼儿园，他们老师给他们唱歌嘛。世界上只要妈妈说这啊，就哭上了。开始哭着不起，哭了1天呀。哎呀，哭得不行了。他给我打电话来，这个孩子哭得嗓子哑了。然后他把我妈接走了，这些。我去给我妈，我不在这里，我回家。
Aisha's family runs a roadside stall outside the Kashgar Grand Bazaar for a living. Mom hopes her boy has not only relatives and friends, but also an education to ensure a better family life in the future.
这个社会这看不见这要饭的人特别多，我不像孩子，我未来他变成那样的人。
In the school, Aisha's teachers and classmates take good care of him like his parents. He has finally found his friends in a new big family.
来到这个学校，我们就是一家人，所以在生活中我们要学会互相关心、互相帮助、互相照顾。
In the school, Aisha learns how to live independently without relying on the help of his mother and classmates.
他自己说了，老师，我以后必须自己练，同学都将来不可能跟着我一起生活，我必定要学会。
Back home from school, Aisha likes to share with his parents what he has learned.
拨船瓜洲，京口瓜洲一水间。中山只隔数重山，春风又绿江南岸。明月何时照我还？
193呢，这就是一口井啊。功勋井啊，这井出油最多了。这就是193井，到现在也还在自喷呢，一天要出370多吨。有展览馆，你看这人家扛油管，就在后边啊，
就是我们女的也是那样子，三八队的专杆
啊，这是女子3八彩油队，哎，这个队成立比我们晚，我们在3八女子钻井队的时候，他们还没成立呢。我是60年3月份到3八钻井队的，我的队长呢，你那时候当副队长，我们就在3八钻井队认识的了。
көз кілмейді, қолдан іш келмейді дейді. Ол бір өтірік сөз болды. Соған қарағанда елдің қолынан үлкен іш келеді. Қарамайға қосқан есесі көп.
到了，我们到了那个窑洞房那儿了。
这个还是不要摘的好啊，以后历史了的。
哦，这就留起来了。哦，留起来。2厂作为历史了。
这写的啥？
写的是危防严谨靠近。这样算高级房子了，对不对？里边磨得光光的，刷的白白的。像咱们住那个地窖。那个苇子一弄，那个苇把子一搭，那个臭虫直往下掉。那比起这个来，那不是等于住别墅了吧？我们在黑油山工作的时候，这一滴水也没有了，啥也没有。谁成想啊？现在你看这么宽的河，这么深的水，哎呀，我们能在这河边上来回转一转，这是真是都不敢想。